You're most welcome. Iryn, for the first time, you're actually joining us on Jam 101 this year. I've ever hosted you on the same show a couple of years back, but it feels so good to have you.
I feel so happy to be here too.
Fashion and you are two things. At least you take good care of yourself, very on point. Everything is well.
I try, and thank you so much for appreciating. I do try, really. When you're an artist, you really have to be presentable all the time. You have to be appealing, good to look at. So I try my best.
I've seen those don't bother. You find an artist.
Well, there are times when you really give up and you're like, oh, I'm tired. But then you wake up and work on yourself again. Yeah. Maybe they try, but it's hard also. Yeah.
What is that one thing that you can't move without?
That one thing that I cannot move without? My spare key. My spare car key.
Your spare car key? Yeah?
Yes.
It's like one of those things that, akamera kugadi all the time.
But that I cannot. What else? There's so many things now. What can't I move without?
So you see, in your purse, I know there is always a lot in the lady's purse or a lady's bag.
My toothbrush.
Your toothbrush. Quite interesting. I guess dentists out there must be very happy with you.
No, because I've tested. I know what it is to have a toothache and those cavities and all. So I know you have to, that hygiene is needed.
There is so many artists, there's so many musicians now, new breed of artists that draw inspiration from people like you who have paved way for the game. But at the same time, you are still in the game doing your thing, and pretty well, competitive. Yes, I should say. Because you see, when you look at the kind of videos that you release, and I think even the videos that you used to release before, you come off as that artist that basically that appeals to the urban person, that appeals not only to the urban person but even to the local person as well. Muntu wa wansi,
Yeah, thank you.
How are you able to pull off that?
Times change, trends change, and you have to adapt. You have to adapt. There's a very young audience. If I keep on doing those videos that I did 10 years ago, I'm not going to sell anywhere. I have to look at the industry, see what's on the market, and adapt to that and try to do what's there.
What do you think has failed some of our artists from evolving with the time, that some of them have decided, or some find themselves boxed up?
Some were there just by accident, and they've never been so serious about music. And then some have financial constraints. So it can be one of those, or some are just not so serious, or for some it's just a hobby and they don't intend to put their whole lives there. They have other things to do.
You have embraced the these digital platforms, YouTube, Facebook, name it. You see, what do you think of the digital, basically these digital I remember back then, I know, like an example of Ankwechi album, they would buy this music from cassettes, right? Now everything has gone digital, What do you think over this new digital age vis-a-vis how we used to do things back then?
It would have been a very good thing, and actually it's a very good way of selling our music, of letting it out to people, of letting people know about whatever we have. But again, there are also many crooks in the world. You put your music there, you pay for the platform, and then there's somebody else uploading it somewhere, either for free or selling it. So it's become really so problematic that we only maybe look at shows. But still, we could have gotten money out of the shows. After performing, you put your show up on YouTube or anywhere. But still, as you perform, somebody's recording you, and then they put something really very poor quality and sell and monetize it on their platforms. So I don't know. It would have been a very good way, but also things have changed. We no longer have you seen a radio cassette? Like recently? So things change, but I don't know now if this changed for the better, but That's where we are.
That's where we are.
Yeah, we try,
Yeah.
but on the other hand, there are people pulling us down by getting money on our backs.
Yeah. Before, you guys used to release albums. Right now, I'm seeing more of the singles than the albums. Should we say albums have been phased out?
No, they haven't been phased out, but like I was explaining, yes, we do albums. Now I have an album. I don't know what to do next.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to release it.
Okay.
I'll release it on the 16th of August. We do albums, but again, we don't sell them anywhere like we used to sell to Kasibu Kira. Even then, we were a little bit, exploited because you would sell your album and this person would keep reproducing cassettes or CDs forever. Yet you're supposed to sell it for a limited time. I'm selling it to you. No. Just maybe 2 years. You cannot, because you would never get the statistics. You don't know how many cassettes he's produced, and he's given you only 6 million.
Should we say that artists then were duped or ripped off because they hadn't fully embraced the law?
No, many were ignorant. Many were ignorant, and then some just wanted the money. You like, give me 6 nze zimmala ebisigadde gwomanyi. Then netugenda nga tuzuukuka. But then again, this is Uganda. Nga ne bw'ozuukuka, because somebody told me, an artist, an older artist told me, he had his group. And then they had songs. Somebody went and recorded these songs, like in the 80s or 90s. Somebody recorded the songs and they started selling them in Chikubo or wherever. So he went to this person and told him, look, this is my music. Namu recording na sasura sente nakolachi. And the seller told him, gundi, ndeka, mvako. And that was very serious. Mvako. Ndeka. But somebody's seated on your work, somebody's selling your work and all that.
And benefiting off it.
Benefiting, yeah.
The creator.
You're not even selling them yourself, but somebody has a picture that you paid for.
That's quite...
So now we don't sell albums. Cassette where everybody has a phone. You download your songs on the phone and listen on your computer. Yeah. And you can buy song per song, which is very good. You don't have to buy a whole album if you don't like all the songs that are there. But where do you buy them from? Because somebody likes me, but they don't know which ones are my channels. Okay. They buy from wherever, or they will download from wherever. Exactly. No, even where the websites where the songs are, I cannot control everything.
Don't you think that is the point when I think, like you said, it's basically starts with us having the knowledge about our music, these platforms, in case it's duping you or ripping you off, how do you put them to order? I've also seen cases where you find an artist has signed a deal, but they don't even know the nitty-gritties or the details in that deal. In the end, they end up basically getting played by the label.
And the advice I would give them is to read everything you're signing for. Before you sign, read every single detail. Those conditions, the things that trap you into these contracts, that trap you somewhere, are little things that you don't even pay attention to, that you do not read. Read the contract thoroughly, but go with your lawyer or read it with your lawyer. Read it like 3 times. You don't have to take... if they call you to an office to sign a contract, you don't have to sign it there and then. You have it for 3 days. Think about it. And think if it's good for you. And yes, sometimes we're desperate for things, for a deal, maybe to be out there. Take your time. We don't have to do things just because we're desperate or we want to be, on TV. If these people sign me, I'm going to be shown everywhere. I'm going to be, promoted and no. We have to be careful. And also to know the law. We try to use it, but it's still very hard.
It's very hard. And I guess that is why I think every artist is quite important that you have a legal advisor to guide you on some of it.
Also, who is knowledgeable, about it.
There are some quacks.
Yeah, because you find a lawyer, they will tell you, yes, I can do it, and they know nothing. So get somebody who knows music already, or who specializes in that field.
Let me ask you a question, Iryn. We've seen musicians losing their social media accounts to either their managers or handlers or sometimes someone you've not even signed them. Nenga Tano, they have been, basically they have your passwords, and then when you fall out, they disappear. Account enabled it out. How do you manage your platforms?
I manage my accounts. siziwa muntu yenna, that's being so lazy. Olina gamba nze kanji kumanaging nja kuteeka kino. I mean, I have my sense of humor. I know there are jokes I can put. I can react to something. Why would you go reacting it? And people start judging me depending on what you've put on my account. So nsobola byekolera. And those other big artists beba managing their accounts. They sign. You cannot take over their accounts. It's my account. Simanyi ngeri kyoba work mwam signing because you can do songs that are not yours that belong to the record label. Ngane account ya much as it's in your name. Ngaya record label, but read through and sign. Bine bya mukwano gwange ola obera ne mukwano go, yes alaba password yo
bya muganda wa
don't do it. You can handle your accounts. Okuteeka obutesa account ku YouTube, it's very easy. Baba bitukolanga dda leta nyimba zikuteekereyo. And at one point I was like, what do you do that I cannot do? I can put my own songs on my account. Lwaki mu mwino zinteekerayo n'oli n'abeera n'erinnya lyo nga yabikuteekerayo naye mu busiru asente zigenda uwe kati byaggwawo kati okyasobola ne accounts ezo baziggala kati byaggwawo. So you know that you can do it. Tuulako bakusomeseeko katono nyo and handle your accounts. Handle them.
Some people just stubborn.
This is my manager. I just sit by pampering. Just kugundi ezo. No. Take over your accounts and own them right from the beginning. Don't even let anybody create them for you because you can. Because you can. If they are going to handle them at one point, they don't take your account.
Okay. All right. A tip there for you. Now, let me hope you're basically maybe considering iTunes, Spotify, and for your new.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Tell us about this
have music there. The new album has about 12 songs. I've already released like 2, 3. And the rest will be, you'll hear them on the 16th.
Okay.
And then I have also other songs, my older songs that I've redone acoustically.
Okay.
And today I've released Nsonyiwa. But those songs we've done acoustic, I was with some friends, Mike Owuma, Joseph Sachs, Hakim Chuanuka, and Vian Wamala. So we did those songs. You'll hear them also. I'll be releasing every week I'll be releasing one song of the acoustic, the acoustic set.
As a mother to a son, I have a son, why I'm actually asking you this question is because many times we speak about the girl child and we leave out the boy child, yet the boy child also has his problems, the challenges our kids go through. How have you been able to protect the boy child from social media and the drama that comes with it?
I talk with my children so much, and from a very young age we've been very careful what they do on social media, what they, we control what they see, we limit their time on internet. I did that up to around the age of 15 with my eldest son. He's now 17. Now he's an adult. He's in university. I don't control him anymore, but they also understand the dangers of being there. I post my children sometimes, not all the time, but even any picture I post, they approve. They have to approve because they know. My son tells me, the youngest tells me, I don't look good. I don't like that, because they know what people can do with pictures. He knows I don't look good. Somebody might take that picture and make it a meme.
Have you ever created a page? I've seen parents of late who create pages. This is a situation. I create a page for my son, Corey. And then I upload his picture, and then I log out. Yes, I write like him, and then I log out and I log into my page, and I'm like, oh.
No. Those are things I don't see the intention. Well, I have nothing. I don't see why I should create pages for my kids. They have their things. They control they control what they post. My son has my 17-year-old son has an account, but it's almost anonymous. You cannot tell who he is. He has very few friends because he knows the dangers. And the youngest is not even there at all. He has his TikTok, but very few friends. And you wouldn't know his names. You wouldn't know. He doesn't use his normal names. But that one I still control. I still look at what he does. I go in, and he knows I have to go into his account. But they're not on Facebook. They're not on Instagram. You wouldn't find them.
What would be the right age for kids to get on social media?
It depends on where. I don't know. I brought some kids at 12. They're like so grown up. They're aware. We try to control. I wouldn't tell you, but maybe after 12, at around 12. But you still have to control because 12 is very young, and there's so many manipulators out there. People want to exploit them. Even the boys. So me, I don't know. I supervise everything. not only social media, having a mobile phone, because there's internet, sometimes you don't know what's there. So I gave my son a smartphone, but he only goes on WhatsApp.
Only WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp. Only on WhatsApp. But-
Parents hope they are taking notes. I'm also picking from this.
Yeah, but there's some things that are controlled. You know, you're not going to send porn unless he looks at it on somebody else's phone. But there are things that are restricted. You cannot just send them to their phones.
Okay. Free access and all that shouldn't be freely accessed. There should be limitations.
There should be limitations. Yeah, at 13 they can go on social media, but now it's getting very difficult to control.
Okay. All right.
If you have a computer, a desktop, you know, you control whatever is there all the time. You give them limited time, and you restrict some things.
All right. Now you have a new single. I guess we shall be wrapping up the show with that new single. If you can tell us about this new song.
The new song is called Mpulira. It was written by Melody, produced by Nesim, and still on the guitar I have Ouma Michael, and on the sax I have Joseph Sax. It's very beautiful. I also have a reggae version of it. But right now we have a lyrical video. The video is not out yet. We haven't done it yet. I hope you're going to enjoy it.
Okay.
I hope you play the two versions.
Oh, we shall play both versions. Now, as we wrap up our conversation or this interview, what advice, or before you even advise the rest of the artists out there, what is the future of Uganda music like in 2020? Let's speak about this year, 2020, which has come with so many uncertainties.
Yeah, I really do not know. I don't know. I'm looking at the situation the way it is right now, taking in mind that it might never change, or it might not change maybe in the near future. So we have to start planning on how to survive without concerts, like these live concerts with an audience, and how we are going to sell our music, or maybe even think about other things, because I really do not know what it's going to be like next year or after next year. So myself, I'm busy planning for other things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know about the rest, but I know that it's difficult for everyone. Yeah.
All right. Any final remarks to these new youngins in the industry? I see some. It's like every other is a new artist that is coming up. Some of them, they want to be like, okay, they are like kings and queens. They always come up with titles, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute.
I somehow never ever used those those titles, but they have
about it. I've never heard you calling yourself a queen or king of.
That's not what I came for.
The respect
No,
you
I just
have.
came to sing. Yes, I just came to sing. I just came to sing and enjoy with my people, my fans. I didn't come to give myself crowns or titles. They do give them to me. I appreciate, but it's not what I really focus on. I focus on my music, and the people listen and they say what they want to say. They appreciate. Now, for those that are coming up, believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, it's good. Yes. Keep believing in yourself. Keep practicing. Don't give up. Don't give up.
There you have it.
You're very talented, by the way. There's a lot of new music, lots of new styles, and everything is good.
Aside from your music, what else do you listen? Which others, whose other music do you listen to?
I don't listen to my music.
Oh yeah.
I only listen to it when I'm going to practice, because otherwise how am I going to learn if I'm only listening to my music? You won't find my music in my car. You won't find my CDs anywhere in the house. I keep them somewhere. I put them out if I really need to go through some songs that I've forgotten. Otherwise, I listen to everything else. And I have collections of CDs of different people. Okay. And I listen to almost everything and anything.
Just a quick one. If you were to choose between Celine Dion or Whitney Houston?
Whitney Houston.
All the way.
Whitney.
Luther Vandross, R. Kelly.
Luther Vandross.
Eddie Wamala, Fire Bongoli Tire.
Fide.
Okay.
I'm sorry, they're both very good. I like them for different things. I like Wamala for the, his lyrical content and whatever, and all that, and the melodies and the way he would tell a story through a song. But File, even the voice, everything.
Even the voice.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe one other star, P. Diddy, Jay-Z.
You're going to laugh at me. I don't understand a thing of what they do, but I know that PDD is not really a rapper. So Jay-Z.
Jay-Z, we'll go Jay-Z all the way.
Yes.
There you go. Comedy. Patrick Salvador, Mohanji.
Sagala kundetera bizibu. I don't know. I'll go watch them again. And then I'll tell you next on our next interview.
All right, Iryn. Thank you so much.